Continue. So hi and welcome to our second webinar of 2023, where Sharon and I host, and this month's topic is a really exciting one: sacred geometry and crystals. So Sharon and I are going to talk to you about the magic of using those two together. So what we're going to cover tonight is I'll do my usual introduction of Sharon and I, and then we do an open and a protect just to make sure we're safe while we're doing this work. Then I'm going to talk to you about sacred geometry, the history of it. Sharon's then going to talk to you about the platonic solids, and this image that you're seeing on the screen is a sacred geometry set that Sharon has put together and is available in her Etsy shop. And I'm absolutely gutted that I'm not in England and I can't get her to post mine to me at home because I really want it. We'll tell you more about that later on, but that's the set that's in her Etsy shop and I want it now. I don't like having to wait for things. Then we're actually going to do a meditation tonight. So that will be about, I've got to get onto UK time because I'm on Spanish time. So the meditation is going to be about 8 o'clock. And it's going to be about 20 minutes long. So is that Michaela? Hi.
Sorry, I'd forgotten the kids were just doing
That's why I thought I'd drop you a message because I knew you'd be gutted if you missed it.
No yeah, worries. I just seen it. Sorry.
All right, don't worry. So 8 o'clock meditation. It's going to be like, we're going to see how much time we've got left, but probably about 20 minutes. And the meditation is going to really help to balance your energies out if you're feeling a bit off balance, because we're going to use each sacred geometry shape with a chakra, and there's going to be archangels balancing out our chakras with them shapes. So really looking forward to that. Then whoever's on live, I'm going to pull a single oracle card for you, and then we'll tell you about our next webinar in March, and then we'll close the circle. So that's the plan for this evening. So
that's amazing, that, you know, because how weird is this synchronicities? Because I've been falling over for the past 5 days with my ankles and my feet, and today someone said to me, you need to balance yourself out, and I was just about to look for the Earth Star meditation and you just mentioned that. That's weird.
Yeah, we'll actually be doing that in the meditation, starting at the root chakra with the cube shape, so it will really help you out, Michaela.
Amazing.
So let's do our open and protect, and then Sharon and I will introduce ourselves for those who don't know us. So if you just want to get yourself into a relaxed state and either close your eyes or lower your eyes, that would be great. And let's just take our attention internally. Maybe this is for the first time today. I can feel that a lot of you have been running around like headless chickens today, with all of your focus being external. And now it's your time, and we're going to go internal. So what's the first thing you notice when you close your eyes and you take in your attention internally? Maybe the first thing you notice is something that your body is telling you. So maybe you're feeling that your jaw's tight and it's now time to relax it. Bring your tongue down from the roof of your mouth. Maybe your shoulders are tight and up. Just let them drop. And just do a quick body scan. Maybe you're holding your tummy in and it's now time to just let it go. Is there a twinge in the back? Let your body know that you're now listening to it. And now bringing your attention to your unique life force, your breath. The first thing you do when you come into this planet is breathe. So we're not trying to change the breath. I just want you to notice it. Are you breathing shallowly? Or are you breathing nice, deep breaths? And naturally, as you start to relax, you'll notice that your breathing slows down and it does become deeper. Maybe you can feel in your body where you're holding any 3D energy from the day. So can you feel where that is in your body? Once you've felt where that is, just release it and make space for some of the beautiful 5D energy that's coming your way in this webinar. And what I want you to do now is start to embody the feeling of oneness with the other attendees on this webinar that are live. And if you're watching this on record, let's feel the oneness with those that are watching this on record. Feel the connectedness between us. And then we bring in the 4 archangels to guard the 4 corners of our space. So Raphael in the east, Archangel Michael in the south, Archangel Gabriel in the west, and Archangel Uriel in the north. Just feel them energetically step into the 4 corners of our space to protect us as we do this work. And then we also ask that a spiritual filter be placed on the device that each of us is watching this on, whether it be a phone or a laptop, and that this spiritual filter protects us and doesn't allow any negative entities through, and provides us with a filter. And I'd now like you to place your hand on your heart chakra and just tune into that beautiful love frequency. And see your heart chakra as a beautiful pink lotus flower that's now beginning to open petal by petal. And seeing a silver thread linking your heart chakra to everybody on this webinar in a clockwise circle. And feeling that energy now flowing between us as if we were together in person, sitting in a circle, just flowing between us. That's for us that are on live and those that are watching this on record. And just feel into that beautiful love frequency now that's going amongst us all. So keep breathing and expanding into this feeling of oneness as we begin to bring our attention back to this webinar. So just bringing movement back to the body, wiggling fingers and toes, and when you're ready, gently opening your eyes. So we are now open and protected. So let's introduce ourselves then for those that don't know me and Sharon. I'll let Sharon start.
Hi, thank you. That was really calming, that was. I think that's like the calmest I've been today. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so I'm Sharon. I'm a mum of 3, and I have recently, like very recently, left my part-time job, and I'm like diving into my business and Spark Up Your Light and crystals and Healy and these webinars which I love doing with Rebecca. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I am a trained Reiki master. I've done a crystal energy guide course. I've done like an angel course, like just learning about all the archangels, and just lots of practices and rituals, and always looking to learn something new and to expand and remember stuff and connect with all these spiritual things. And even like just preparing for these webinars, I love doing like that deeper research to prepare for these as well. So yeah, I'm really excited about today.
Yeah, and I guess that's why we do these webinars, isn't it, Sharon? Because you said you were always excited to learn more. And
Yeah.
that's what it's like when you have a spiritual awakening. You just want to learn everything. So I guess that's why we put these webinars together, so we can share our knowledge with you who are also having a spiritual awakening. You literally can't get enough when you are waking up. So hopefully that fills that gap for you. I am a Akashic Records practitioner, a quantum holographic echo healer, and more recently, a master spiritual life coach with a diploma in energy psychology. And I've got 3 children as well, which is funny, same as Sharon. And if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know I've also got a big dopey boxer dog called Henry, who features a lot in everything. And yeah, that's me really. Run these webinars with Sharon. I travel a lot. So at the moment, I'm on a 3-month trip around Europe in my camper van, although at the moment we're staying in one place in a village in Spain. We've hired like a cottage. So, but yeah, I love to travel as well. And that's me. Okay, let's get talking about sacred geometry then. So I was just talking with Sharon and Samantha before we came on, who had a spirograph set when they were younger. I definitely did. You can put in the chat or take yourself off mute. But I suddenly realized you did.
I don't know what it is. Spiral.
Oh right, you had this set with all like plastic shapes in and oh, have you got it there?
We've actually got a spirograph.
It's downstairs,
yeah.
but you like put a plastic bit in it and it goes round and round, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've had one.
We bought one at Christmas for my daughter because I used to use it all the time. So I said, and she's really into art. So I said, I need to get her a spirograph. So we found one and we got her one for Christmas. So
I did the same.
No,
I did the same for my daughter this Christmas as well.
So it's coming back, isn't it? Because it was, I mean, it must have been in the 80s when I was playing with mine.
Yeah.
So it's obviously come full circle and now everybody's getting it for their kids. But I'm thinking of getting it again now if I can get the set for me to have a go at drawing all these gorgeous sacred geometry shapes. But the scientific explanation of sacred geometry is on the screen there. It's an ancient science that explores and explains the patterns that create and unify all things. And I don't know about you, I'm just fascinated with geometry in the fact that things like the Fibonacci spiral, if you don't know what that is, you'll find out on another slide in a minute, is in so many things, in plants, in snails, even in the Mona Lisa drawing. And then Metatron's cube. And then I think bottom right in that flower, I think that's the Sri Yantra symbol, which is Goddess Lakshmi's symbol. I just find it fascinating that all these shapes can be found in these things like plants and life. And I'm not a mathematician, but I know that there's a lot of mathematics behind it as well. But I don't even want to go into that area. But I know that it's fascinating when you look at all of the formulas and everything and how it all ties together. So the term geometry was derived from the Greek word geos and metron. So geos means earth and metron means to measure respectively. But basically it refers to the study of shapes and mathematical formulas that you can find in nature. Now, my favourite shape is the Metatron's cube, and that's what Sharon's put in her little Etsy pack. That's because obviously, if you don't know, I work primarily with Archangel Metatron. He is my guide. And I've used Metatron's cube today. I've visualized it in this cottage that I've got here. So I've only been in it 3 days. And when you're in somewhere new, I don't know if any of you do this, like if you're in a hotel room, you clear the energy out, either with sage, but I couldn't find it today. So another great way of clearing energy out is closing your eyes and imagine Metatron's cube coming from above through the property, coming down through the property and down into the ground, because it's excellent at clearing negative energies away. So you can use that symbol for lots of things, but it's regarded as a sacred symbol. I'm going to tell you more about it now. So this is a beautiful painting of it, and that's the person that's done this. If you ever wanted to get a print, I absolutely love the colours in this. But you'll see that Metatron's cube's got 13 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then one in the middle, 13, with lines extending out to each of the other circles. But the great thing about it is the platonic solids, which we're going to tell you about in a minute, there's 5 platonic solids, are also all in this Metatron's cube shape. So the platonic solids are the cube and the tetrahedron, which is the pyramid. So you can see that there. And then you've got an octahedron, an icosahedron, and a dodecahedron, which are more difficult to see because at the moment we're looking at this 2D, we're looking at it flat, but they're all in there. The seed of life and the flower of life is in here. This video helps you to see where I think it's the octahedron is. So by looking at Metatron's cube in a 3D manner. Yeah. So I think, hold on, let me check. I think that's the octahedron with the triangles. So if Metatron's cube was like pulled out and you looked at it spinning, you would be able to see all of the shapes in it. It can also be used, if we just go back to what it looks like, for balance and harmony, because of how all of the shapes link together with each other. So like Samantha and Michaela saying you're feeling out of balance, you could use this to help make you feel more in balance. How? By having the shape somewhere in your house. So I've got a crystal grid slate, not with me here, that I place my crystals on, Metatron's cube. I've got a tablecloth of Metatron's cube. I did see on this amazing website that sells all these beautiful pendulums like this one, that they had this healing mat that had Metatron's cube on it. So if you did Reiki or something, you could put the mat under your healing table and you'd have Metatron's cube under the table. Oh yeah, that's the Merkaba that's in Metatron's cube as well, Michaela. Yeah, lovely. So yeah, so if you've got a crystal shaped Merkaba like Michaela, you can just place that in a room and let the energy go out into the room for whatever you need the energy for to do in that room. I wouldn't suggest, and I'm sure Sharon would agree, putting Metatron's cube or the Merkaba in your bedroom because it's quite a powerful shape, so you probably won't get any sleep. What else is it? It's a symbol of creation. Sorry?
Coffee and my bedroom there is higher. Now I'm sitting in the bedroom and I've actually crystals this. So, and now I'm sleeping. Now I've removed it.
There you go then. You were breaking up a bit there, but I think what you're saying is you've took that out of your bedroom and now you can sleep. Yeah. Yeah, you want calming crystals like amethyst and rose quartz in your bedroom. It's a symbol of creation because all of these shapes can be found in nature. There's a brilliant Facebook group, I think it's just called Sacred Geometry. Go and join it. They're posting pictures daily of where you can find all these shapes in nature. It's amazing. So we looked at that video. Oh yeah, and if you want to look at more videos like this, go to michaelglove.com. He's kind of created 3D videos so you can see the shapes better and how they all fit in to Metatron's cube, but it covers a Fibonacci sequence spiral, which is on here. This is this spiral on the right here of specific measurements, but it's found literally everywhere. And I'm just having a memory here. Somebody might have to help me out. When you slice an atom down, there's a sacred geometry shape in that. I remember seeing it on Facebook, but I can't remember. And I was like blown away. Wow. it. Do you know what that is?
Tomato.
I bet there is a sacred geometry shape in tomato, yeah. I can imagine. The sunflower, that sunflower picture is going all over Facebook at the moment. That's got all of the everything symmetrically perfect when you zoom into the middle of a sunflower. What was I just going to say? It's gone. It will probably come back in a minute. So I'm going to let Sharon, because I know Sharon in your notes, you've got the flower of life. So I'll let Sharon explain to us about the flower of life, and then we're going to move on to the platonic solids. Is that all right, Sharon?
Yes, perfect. Right,
Yeah.
I just apologize in advance if we get disturbed because my little one keeps asking me for something, and I've told her to go and eat some biscuits. So
Not a problem. I think everybody's got kids in the
keep
background.
her busy for a little while. But yeah, so the flower of life, I love, like, it's one of my favorite sacred geometry shapes. I know I've drawn it out in the past, which is like so relaxing. And it's one of like the most common shapes like I use for crystal grids. Like, so the first the first ring, like right in the middle, that is considered to be like consciousness. So that's just, imagine like literally a soul, just like higher consciousness, just kind of floating in the universe, like in the middle of nowhere. And then as it grows, so you basically add circles all the way around it. So it's like when you get the second circle, so there's two circles overlapping, it creates that shape in the middle that you see, like what looks like the petals is called a Vesica Pisces. So that's like another sacred geometric shape. And then with the flower of life, like when you get the first ring around, so you've got that inner circle, and then you've got that first ring around it, that's actually called, when you get to this shape and it becomes a flower of life, you can it has, if you count up, it has the 7 chakras in there. So there's 7 points where they all kind of just go straight up. You can also draw the sacred geometric shape of the tree of life in there. And I just find it fascinating, and it's actually been found like carved in stone in so many places around the world. And the amazing thing is, it's called the flower of life in every language, in every country. So I just find that mind-blowing. Like, how is that even possible in ancient times where they all call the same, that shape, the same thing? But yeah, I love all of this stuff. And so if you took that ring off that we've got now around it, and then added another layer of rings, so we'd end up with 13 rings, and that would make the fruit of life. And then it's when you join, adding all the straight lines in the fruit of life, that we get Metatron's cube. So this is like the beginning of creating Metatron's cube. And within the Metatron cube shape, you have the 5 platonic solids. So these are, called platonic solids, sacred geometric shapes. And basically everything in the universe is based on these 5 forms. So we've got this definition here. A platonic solid is any of the 5 geometric solids whose faces are all identical, regular polygons meeting at the same 3-dimensional angles. So basically what that means is every face is the same size. Every shape has the same angle. There's only one angle in each shape. And every point in each shape is the equal distance from the center. So if you put a sphere around each of those shapes, every single corner would touch the sphere. So these are like all the qualities that make a shape a platonic solid. And all the edges are also the same length as well. And it's amazing, like that video that we just saw that Rebecca showed, seeing them moving in 3D. So until I had like this crystal set, it's really hard, like when you're seeing it on paper, to imagine like what it actually looks like, when it, especially when you get to like the dodecahedron and icosahedron, you just can't comprehend like how many faces it has and what it actually looks like. So basically these shapes, because they are so balanced, sorry, what? Yeah, okay. Sorry, he's asking for his biscuits. He's seen the little one having her biscuit. So because they're such a balanced shapes, they help with balancing energy within your system and the environment as well. Where is Daddy? Why is everyone coming to me? Can you take that and shut the door, darling? Thank you very much. Sorry, I don't know what their dad is doing. It's probably on the phone. But
Not a problem, not a problem.
So sorry, where was I? Yes, so they're very balanced shapes, and they can help us to balance our energies as well. So each of the shapes is also linked to a specific chakra. So what I'm going to do in the set that I have is also bring in like the frequency of crystals within the shape and within the chakra, which just amplifies the energy, and it just like brings everything together, and it just levels it up. And then when you place them on a wooden grid or any type of grid in a shape, you're just like adding into all of that energy. And if you're creating this and you're setting an intention, it's really, really powerful. So the first one we have is a hexadron, basically a cube. I never knew a cube also was called a hexadron until
No, I didn't.
like
I didn't.
until recently. So I thought I was being dumb for a little while, because I was like, isn't it just a cube? So I have a red jasper one, and red jasper is a very, very grounding crystal. It always reminds me of like that rich clay in the earth, like below the earth's crust. So it's really grounding and really supportive and strengthening crystal. So the red jasper and the cube are both linked to the root chakra. And the root chakra is where we feel grounded, stable, supported, and like our financial, our physical needs are met. Like we feel good and strong, and we just feel ready to face what we need to face. So the root chakra, which is also known as the Muladhara chakra, and the element of this chakra and also the element of the cube is earth. So it's just amazing how they all come together so amazingly. And then the earth just represents like where you need to plant the seeds to have any growth or to have any sort of creation. Everything grows in the earth, and then this strongly resonates with the root chakra. So the key function of the cube is grounding, and it helps you to connect to the energies of Gaia and nature. And the frequencies of red jasper are very like similar to the frequencies when you go out for a walk in the woods, and that feeling that you have of like feeling super relaxed is also something like if you were holding a piece of red jasper, is how that would make you feel. If you're feeling stressed, this platonic solid is the one that can help you the best. So it can help you remove tension and physical stress, and it also provides an amazing foundation on which to build like creativity. If you like to create crystal grids, well, because I love like placing them in certain shapes and being intentional. So if you're really wanting to bring in balancing, grounding, and supportive energies, like any crystals that you wish to use, you just place them in a square shape, or place your crystals, and you can always just create a square with anything. Sometimes I just use branches just to like give it some strength and stability, and then just create that shape around my grid. Obviously you can just hold the crystals, you can have the shapes in your home, and balance the energies of the area in that way as well. Next we have the icosahedron. I have a sunstone crystal icosahedron here. Sunstone is very I love sunstone, and I don't know why I find it difficult to find nice, like good quality pieces of sunstone that actually have enough kind of color in them. Sunstone's very joyful. It's very like essential, creative energy, inspiring. It's a very positive crystal. It's similar to citrine as well. And sunstone, like the isosahedron, is linked to the sacral chakra, which is also known as the Swadhisthana chakra, which represents joy, well-being, emotion, and the element of the sacral chakra is water. So it's like you've planted the seeds and you need to water them to allow them to grow. And it's like it's all to do with our creative energy and emotions, and that water just brings in all that flow. The isosahedron's key function is transformation. So it can assist in many ways. So it can enhance your creative thought processes. It can help you unblock and remove emotional blockages that cut off the creative energies. And it can just help you go with the flow of life as well, which is it's easier said than done sometimes. Like we have so many tasks and things to do and plans, and it doesn't always work out the way that we plan it. And it's so easy to fall into like anxiety and stress. But having these kind of crystals around, it just doesn't have to be sunstone. Like any other crystals that are related to the sacral chakra, like carnelian would be amazing as well, just to help you with bringing that like water element energy and help you flow with what is going on. And it allows like you the freedom of expression, creativity, and positive change just to flow effortlessly through you. And it's an excellent way to attract abundance into your life, and it helps you understand emotions and how you react to them. So it's a really good, so this combination of the isosahedron, working with the sacral chakra, and crystals like sunstone, it just help you think more clearly and help you understand why you're experiencing certain emotions. And sometimes you can like see the emotion that you're feeling, like you're feeling it, and then you're also kind of thinking, right, why am I feeling this way? And you're just kind of like learning from it as well. So you can like have that higher perspective while you're still in the situation and having the experience. So this is a really good shape to work with for finding that balance and harmony within the sacral chakra. And yeah, I love this one. And the next one we have is the tetra. Oh, by the way, if anyone has any questions, or if I'm going too fast or it doesn't make sense, just unmute and let me know. We have the tetrahedron, which this is a yellow aventurine crystal. Yellow is the color of the solar plexus. This is massively linked to the solar plexus chakra. And when you're working with chakras, so the color of the chakra, and you work with a crystal of that color, really helps to activate that chakra and activate the energy of that chakra. And yellow aventurine is very bright, joyful. It provides a feeling of courage, bravery, and happiness. The solar plexus is also known as the Manipura chakra, which represents power and wisdom. And it is the chakra that we manifest from. It's the chakra where we can like really bring in that abundance. Once we've balanced the root and the sacral, and like just bringing all that magic into our solar plexus is amazing. The element of the tetrahedron and the solar plexus chakra is fire. Fire, which is, the sun, which is like you've planted the seeds, you've watered the seeds, you need that sunlight to help them grow and to thrive. The tetrahedron's key function is manifestation. It's the perfect platonic solid that can help you to create change in your life. And it supports your personal power and acceptance of the old to create something new. So it's like that attitude of gratitude. So once you're in that place of being accepting and grateful for what you have, you can then manifest even more. So if you're any crystals that you're working with to bring in manifestation and you're creating a grid, like you can just put them in a triangle shape and just set that intention and just bring in that energy of manifestation even further. It supports your personal power, and it can help you think more clearly and basically shine a light, like the fire element, shine a light on some ideas. So bringing you into balance and stability property within the solar plexus chakra. So that's the tetrahedron. And the next one we have here is the octahedron. And this is a green aventurine crystal. So green aventurine is an amazing crystal for good luck, wealth, abundance, joy, happiness, really amazing for emotional healing. It's one of the crystals I use for my skin. I used to get a lot of breakouts. So I was always obsessed with the crystals that were good for my skin, the essential oils that were good for my the foods. So like green aventurine is one of my favorite crystals that I love to work with.
I love it as well.
It's really calming, isn't it? Like it's really balancing, and it's just the green colors of nature that it helps you just to kind of connect. And then the chakras for the octahedron is the heart chakra, which is also known as the anahata chakra, which represents we know love, forgiveness, and compassion. And then the element of this chakra is air. So you might have heard of the saying to blow off some steam. Steam is water, which is in your emotions, and in its gaseous state, it's air. So lots of different sayings that probably our parents say, and we just might not even kind of register it because it's just become one of those things we say, have a lot of spiritual meanings, and then we sometimes realize. So the octahedron's key function is integration. So this platonic solid can help with healing, acceptance, forgiveness, and compassion for yourself and others. So it can also help with self-reflecting and raising your vibration. So it can help with having more compassion for yourself, which then allows you to increase your healing process. And also, when you're able to really speak from your heart and what you're feeling, the heart is so powerful. It's actually more powerful than our brain. So if we can live a heart-led life, we are always happier and more joyful. And love is the highest frequency, isn't it? So if you can live a life where you're surrounded by love and you're giving out love and you're receiving, and it's just that flow. So it helps you create a stronger connection with your inner world and your outer world as well. So that's an amazing shape to work with and have around the home. And then we have the dodecahedron, which I don't know why, but I love this one. It's my favorite one. And this one is an amethyst. So this is amethyst is one of my favorite crystals.
Sorry about my image.
Just one minute. Oh no, that's fine. And it has so many healing properties. It's such a high vibrational crystal. You can use amethyst for so many different reasons. It's, I would say, the best crystal for helping us with our spiritual awakening and on our spiritual path. It really helps with our growth and expanding our intuition and working with our third eye, and just having that real inner strength in who we are. We're all so unique, and it's just being able to embrace that fully and live life in that way. So I love having amethyst around. The dodecahedron is associated with the throat chakra, what's known as the Vishuddha chakra, which represents sound, wisdom, creation. And the element of the throat chakra is ether, which is prana, which is life force energy. So, you've got the seeds and you've watered them, and you've got the sunlight, the fire, and it's just giving them that space to grow and to thrive and to do their thing. Every single flower and everything in nature is so unique and so different. It's a really powerful tool for creation, and sound. We manifest what we speak, and so if we speak positive, we're manifesting positive things. If we're constantly speaking negative, we're just going to stay in that cycle and manifest negative things. So that word abracadabra, which is used by lots of magicians on stuff. Abracadabra.
Oh.
Yeah, you've heard that word.
Abracadabra is
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Thank you very much. Abracadabra. Apparently also the name of a Pokemon. So these words have a much deeper spiritual meaning, and abracadabra is actually translated from Hebrew, and it means I will create as I speak. And there's a book, and I can't remember the name of it now, but The Power of Words, it's called something like that. And it's just so amazing, and like the smallest words and how we phrase things and how we basically are creating our reality through our words. If I can find that link to that book, we'll send it out in the email and have a quick look in my Kindle library. But it's really cool, and it's just like, it really makes you think, like when you're speaking, not just to other people, but to yourself, because we talk to ourselves constantly, and it's just like reframing our words that we use. And I found this out recently, that the word dodecahedron was actually banned in ancient Egypt times. So when people left the classroom, they weren't allowed to say dodecahedron, because they wanted to keep the knowledge, like it was that powerful and amazing that they actually wanted to keep the knowledge to a select few that actually understood the power of it and what they could create with that energy. So I found that fascinating. It can help you raise your frequency and connect with higher dimensions and your own higher self. It's the perfect tool for meditation, and the dodecahedron, like the amethyst, has a very high frequency, so it can help raise your own frequency. It can help you raise your own frequency and the frequency of the environment as well. So those are the 5 platonic solids which come together in Metatron's cube, and like literally everything in the universe is created from them. Also in the set that I have, I'll just quickly, I have a sphere. So when you see all these shapes moving in 3D, and they're moving really fast, and we basically create a sphere. And the sphere represents like the voidness, just the space that we need for everything to expand and grow. And this set also has a Merkaba as well, which I won't go into now, but it's a clear quartz one, so it's just got so much energy, and it's clear quartz is known as the master healer. But yeah, both of these are also in the set. I think we could do a whole webinar on the Merkaba.
No. Yeah, we could. Yeah, we should actually.
Yeah, there is so much. I love, like, you can just go so deep into it.
What's the sphere made of? Which crystal?
That one is lapis lazuli.
Lovely.
So that is like the throat chakra. It's another very high vibrational crystal.
I want this kit now as well.
Ancient times. It's so amazing, and I've just like loved playing with it and like putting them in onto the grid, and you just feel like you're doing something like magical. I don't there's just something about it, which is really, really cool. Does anyone have any questions?
I was just going to show the Amanda Ellis cards. So in Amanda Ellis's Oracle deck, which I'll be using in a bit to do your Oracle card readings, she's got 5 cards in there that relate to the 5 platonic solids and the elements and the chakras. So this is the cube. I think I'm going to have to take my background off. Hold on. Not chat. So you're going to see the horrible radiator in the background, but there we go. That's a cube card related to Earth. And then you've got the icosahedron card related to the sacral chakra and water. And then the tetrahedron related to the solar plexus. And then we've got the octahedron, which is air and the heart chakra. Gorgeous cards. And then finally the dodecahedron related to the throat and ether, the element ether. So we'll see if any, I'll shuffle these back into the deck, see if any come out for you later on, but I just thought I'd mention that she's got those in her deck. Oh, I think Michaela went out, but she's back in. Just let her back in. Oh, we're doing the oracle readings now. Or have I forgot to put a meditation slide in? Yeah, I have. No, we'll do the meditation first, I think, and then we'll do the oracle cards. It is nearly
Sorry,
8
I have a
o'clock.
quick question.
Sure.
First of all, I forgot about this tonight, and then I saw the reminder email. I'm like,
Brilliant.
oh no, I have a work call. So I'm on like I'm working, but I'm not. But I think I might have missed it on one part that I did have to listen to the work Zoom. What though? Can you I guess can you get different stones in those shapes? I mean, does the stone matter to the shape or the geometry for it? Did you already mention that?
No, I didn't mention it, but that's a really good point. You can get these sets in, you can get all amethyst, you can get tiger's eye, you can get clear quartz. So it doesn't matter what that crystal is for that shape. But I just found out with this set, because it was a chakra set, it really kind of amplified the energy of the shape with the crystal. But yeah, I can let you know like which ones I have that are just basically one crystal, and you can have those, and it doesn't make a difference to the energy of the sacred geometric shape. It's just like
Okay.
The frequency of the crystal is amplified in that way.
Okay.
Thank
you.
And if any of you can't do this meditation properly because there's things going on around you, tomorrow I'm going to record the meditation separately and email it out, so you can just do it again whenever you want to do it. But we'll go ahead and do it now. I'm expecting it to probably be about 20 minutes. I've not actually written it all out. I'm kind of just going to channel as I'm doing it, because I think we'll probably get more stuff out of it. And there was one other thing that I was going to say. Oh yeah, I won't do a protection in the meditation because we've done it at the beginning of the webinar. And the grounding will come when we do the cube and the root chakra, just to explain that. So if you just want to get yourself into a comfortable position, if you have bought crystals with you tonight, then feel free to put them around you or wherever you want them. I've got all of mine over here. Henry's decided to go a bit crazy on the sofa. Oh yeah, I was going to play some music. So, share my sound. So can you all see my YouTube screen now? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just need to... Well, can you hear that if I play it?
No.
I need to share. Just need to share my sound then. So if I stop share and then click share sound and then share. Can you hear that?
Yes,
Yeah.
perfect.
I'm just going to get the volume right. I think that's a bit loud.
Can't hear your voice much over it.
What about that? Is that better?
Yeah.
That's better.
Everybody hear me okay?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Let's make that a bit bigger and make that the whole screen then. Okay, so let's just either close your eyes or lower your eyes down. And obviously, in the future, if you do buy crystals in these 5 platonic shapes, when you do this meditation again, you can hold the relevant crystal. That's what I'm most excited about, like holding the cube crystal when I do the cube bit of this meditation. So yeah, remember that if you repeat this meditation. Okay, so closing eyes down. And just getting yourself back into that beautiful, relaxed state. Slowing your breathing down, feeling where your body touches the surfaces. So maybe your back against the chair, your bum on the seat, your feet on the floor, feeling that connection between your feet and the floor. And now from this relaxed state, taking your attention to the bottom of your spine and your root chakra. The place where you receive your stability and you feel supported. The place where your roots grow deep down into blessed Gaia. The place where you feel grounded. And I want you to now locate a memory of when you felt stable, of when you felt supported and grounded. You just locate that memory in your archives. And you're there in that memory. And you're feeling what it felt like to be in that moment. That wonderful feeling of stability and having nothing to worry about and feeling supported. Of being cradled. And bringing those energies from that moment into your root chakra now. And keeping that memory in your root chakra. And while you're surrounded with these beautiful feelings of groundedness, of feeling connected to nature, you feel the energy of Archangel Uriel. Maybe you see Archangel Uriel come in a big cloud of red. And you notice in Archangel Uriel's hand, he's holding a cube, a red cube. And they place this cube into your root chakra, along with these beautiful memories. And as well as feeling these feelings of groundedness, connectedness, stability, this cube also activates your Kundalini at the base of your spine. As the cube turns, your Kundalini energy is activated. And now that the foundation of your spine is safe and stable, your creativity is now sparked. And this moves us into your sacral chakra, which is the birthplace of creativity. And it is the element of water. This is the place where you feel your emotions, and emotions should run free like water, they should flow. This is where you feel joy and well-being. And I want you now to locate a memory of when you felt pure joy and well-being. So just locate that memory now in the archives. And you're there in that vision. You're back in that memory. And you're feeling all the emotions that you had in that memory of joy and well-being. And I want you to take that beautiful energy and store that now in your sacral chakra, and store that memory in your sacral chakra. And as you're doing that, you can feel that this is unblocking and removing any emotional blockages you may have, so that your emotions run freely. If you need to let out any emotions at this time, know it's safe to do so. Let them flow. As your emotions flow, your creativity is now flowing. And you can be sure that positive changes are headed your way. Abundance is headed your way. And you feel the presence of Archangel Gabriel step into your energy field. And he may step in a beautiful colour of white, surrounded by white. And you notice in Gabriel's hands, he holds the icosahedron. And this is the shape that has 20 sides, and they're all shaped as triangles. And you see that he places this octahedron into your sacral chakra, along with that memory of joy and well-being. And the octahedron begins to turn in your sacral chakra. And you feel this sense of balance and harmony as that shape turns. And now that you're grounded and you're balanced and your emotions are running freely, we now need to light up the fire and move upwards to your solar plexus chakra, the place of power and wisdom, where your personal power is stored. And I want you now to locate a memory of when you felt that you stood in your personal power, when you were powerful. When you took charge of a situation. When you didn't back down. When you were proud of yourself. And I want you to step into that memory. You're in it now. And you're feeling the emotions you felt at that time. And I want you to store that memory now safely in your solar plexus. And let the energy of that memory flow out into your solar plexus. And now you feel the energy of Archangel Michael step forward in a big blaze of electric blue. With his electric blue fire. And in his hand is the tetrahedron or the pyramid. And it's actually a light with fire. And he places this tetrahedron into your solar plexus chakra. And as it begins to turn, it is helping you with manifesting and going forward from this moment. Anything you manifest is going to come true. This is going to help create change in your life as this shape turns in your solar plexus. Change is going to be created. Your thoughts are going to become clearer. New ideas are going to be sparked by this fire. And from this place of being grounded, of your emotions flowing freely, of feeling lit up, we're now going to move into your heart space. Into the element of air. The place where you love. The place where you forgive. The place where your compassion is held. And I want you now to locate a memory of when you were in the pure frequency of love. Locate that memory now. Maybe it was when you stared into your child's eyes for the first time, or your puppy's eyes, or your lover's eyes. Locate that memory now and that beautiful feeling of love. And I want you to step into that memory now. You're in it, you're there. And you're feeling it all. And I want you to take that memory now and store that in your heart chakra. And let the energy of that memory just flow out into your heart chakra. And now feel the energy of Archangel Raphael stepping forward in this beautiful colour of green, just a burst of green. And there he or she is, however you see them, holding an octahedron in their hands. So this is the 8-sided shape with triangle shapes on it. And Archangel Raphael is holding this in his hands. And he gently, very gently, places this into your heart chakra. And you see it begin to turn. And as it turns, your beautiful heart receives any healing that it needs. Any forgiveness that you need. And it helps you to have compassion for yourself. So as it's turning, you feel all of that. And you know going forward that this shape is also going to help you to speak from your heart space. And from this place of feeling grounded, your emotions running freely, new ideas being lit up, being able to speak from the heart, we now move up to the throat chakra and the 5th platonic solid. The throat chakra is linked to the ether element. This is what makes up the universe, the energy of the universe. And the throat chakra enables people to hear your unique sound and vibration, however you choose to display it, whether it's through singing, reading out loud. Your throat has a unique vibration and a unique healing with it. And I want you to locate a memory now of a time when you spoke your truth. Of a time where you finally said what you really felt. So maybe it was a job where you were being treated badly for so long, and one day you stood up and said, I've had enough. Or a relationship where finally one day you stood up, spoke your truth, and realized that you deserved better. So locate that memory now. Of where you felt proud of yourself. You finally said what you really thought. And I want you to be in that memory. You're there. And remember those feelings that came when you finally spoke your truth. And take that memory and store it now in your throat chakra. And allow the energy of that moment to flow freely through your throat chakra. And now you feel the energy of Archangel Metatron step forward in a beautiful bubble of orange. And you see in his hand, he's holding a dodecahedron. And this is a shape with 12 sides, 12 pentagonal shapes. And you see that he places this shape within your throat chakra. And you see the shape begin to turn. And as it turns, it's now helping you with expressing through your voice. So you'll now have help getting the right words and expressing yourself. It's also helping raise your frequency and raise your level of consciousness as this dodecahedron turns in your throat chakra. It's helping you to connect with higher dimensions, the element of ether, the universe. So just feel that as this shape turns in your throat, as we're moving up towards the higher chakras. And now that we have worked with all 5 chakras, all 5 platonic solids, just know that you're balanced now. You're grounded. Your emotions are running freely. Your creativity is sparked. You're standing in your power. You're speaking from the heart. And you're speaking your truth. And as we come to the end of this energy balancing meditation, we thank all of the archangels that aided us with this today. And we start to come back into our bodies, coming back to the room that we're in. Slowly wiggling fingers and toes. And when you're ready, gently opening your eyes.
Get upstairs.
That was a deep one.
Oh God, I've just shouted. Didn't even realise I was off mute. I feel
Even
so,
I'm a bit spaced out after that.
That was
yeah,
amazing.
I feel so
How did
spaced
you
out.
all find that?
Yeah,
Wow.
really good.
That was brilliant.
That was amazing.
She
Yeah.
fell asleep. Yeah.
I think I was nearly
Oh,
asleep.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
I nearly fell asleep.
Sorry, I
I'm
put my
not gonna
laptop
lie.
on mute, so I didn't hear anybody. Start again. What were you saying, Samantha?
I nearly fell asleep. That was
Yeah.
great. I was holding some
Same.
crystals as well. I've
Brilliant.
lost one. Here's one of them, my other one.
Has Aviana fell asleep?
She's actually gone to sleep. I
I've
was
got-
holding crystals
Oh,
and I was too scared to move her. But yeah.
That is so cute.
Thanks,
But
Rebecca.
yeah, same. Nearly asleep.
very welcome. Every
Oh,
time
great.
I said take the memory and store it in the chakra, I got goosebumps all over my body. Every time I said that sentence. So
I saw ants walking
did
all
you?
over me. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I had a
With
lot
that
of white light at
face.
the end.
Lovely.
A lot of white light at the end, and I feel lighter now. I had so
Yeah.
much back pain and just incredible tiredness and a bit of anger. I'm not
Yeah.
going to lie. I've been carrying a little bit of anger, and I feel like that's lifted now. I've not felt myself the last few weeks.
Well, I'm really glad that's helped. I'm going to
Thank
record
you.
it tomorrow and send it out to you all so you can just do it whenever
Can't
you
wait.
need
Do it again.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't wait for that.
it. Well, I'm really pleased.
I saw Jesus
Look at
as
the
well.
smiles. Everyone's smiling now.
Yeah, I know, yeah. You saw Jesus?
Yeah, at the end.
Wow, brilliant.
I
Wow.
asked him to come in and give a message, but when he come in, it's like I forgot what the message was.
Because you were so spaced out.
Yeah. Wow.
Let me
Amazing.
quickly pull a card for each of you. We've got 10 minutes left.
I love these webinars.
And they're lovely.
They are.
My
No,
dog
great.
doesn't love them. She gets very jealous. Look.
Oh
Oh,
my God. What's her name?
Nala.
Oh, lovely. That
The
is
other one's
that's
alright,
out the
but-
Lion King, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you've got the picture at the back of you of the lion.
Oh, yeah.
Lion. Yeah, she's
Everyone
my
looks
lion.
so happy. So like
I know.
skin looks fresh.
Yeah,
I feel like I look younger before this. When we first
Yeah.
came on, I was thinking, oh, you're looking so old. And now look, I feel like I'm
Well,
glowing now.
Must- like you've had a spa day, did you say?
I
Yeah.
do. I feel like that.
Brilliant. Right.
Oh.
Go on.
Do you remember when you did a reading for me and you said, I feel like Jacob's going to send you on a spa day?
Yeah, did it happen?
It had already happened. So at Christmas, he bought me a spa day and it didn't twig.
Oh, right. Okay.
So that is happening.
Wow. Brilliant.
But that didn't twig. So he bought me and his mum a spa day.
Oh.
Lovely. Have you had it yet then, or have you got to book it
No,
in?
going in April because me and the mother-in-law are going to go together.
Nice.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird that those sort of things happen? I had a psychic reading after Christmas, and the girl said that there's somebody that I know that's a female that needs speech therapy. And I was just like, what's she on about? And then the next day, my partner said to me, oh, my niece needs speech therapy.
Wow. It's crazy. I still get like that when people
Crazy.
give me confirmation. I'm like, wow, because it is crazy. So Samantha, your card is the inner child card. So you need to do some inner child work and getting in touch with the younger Samantha.
Yeah.
So maybe in one of those memories that you just did, don't know, was one of them a childhood one?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. So I'm just going to keep these. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, just saying, oh, for her, like, oh, that's cute.
And we'll do Sharon next. Sharon, you've got Conquering Fear starts today. So this looks like one of the archangels in the meditation. Might be Michael because it's blue.
Oh wow.
There's just a bit of fear that you're holding on to.
And I felt that in my solar plexus where I was like, come on, when am I gonna like step into that, get out of that fear and just like use my voice? So
Yeah.
well,
There you go.
thank you.
And Estefani, yeah, you got one of the shapes. I think that's the throat dodecahedron.
Funny
So,
because I have a little garnet that looks exactly like that.
oh, brilliant. So in the meditation, this was about speaking your truth, wasn't it?
Yeah, I actually felt it right here when we were doing that portion of
Yeah,
it.
I did.
I got tingles.
Yeah, I've actually got a sore throat now. So yeah, that definitely worked. And Michaela, you've got the clarity card. This is about meditating and going within, closing your eyes, sitting in
Yeah.
silent meditation, letting your
Mhm.
thoughts go, and then seeing who comes through for you and what, like, I feel like you'll have an epiphany if you do that.
I've been trying to do that lately, and yeah, I've been doing that. It's weird. I'm so blissed out right now. Sorry, I'm just feel lovely. I feel amazing.
We've got those beautiful 5D energies going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Samantha, you've got the Rainbow Bridge card, which means there is
Wow.
somebody that's passed over wanting to contact with you when you get that card. So, yeah, obviously I'm not going to channel them now. We haven't got time. But it may be worth you looking out for signs. So you might have somebody that's passed and you link them
Yeah.
with a specific sign. So look
Yeah,
out.
it's very, very close to actually the 25th of February is my brother's funeral. Well, not funeral, the day he died.
Oh, right, okay.
And in previous readings, I've been told that he's like a watcher over me, but now a watcher over my daughter.
Oh, lovely.
But this was back when I was 6 years old, so we're going back 33 years. But I've always been told he's always around me. Every psychic reading I've had, he's there.
Yeah, there you
And
go
it's
then.
And he's came through again
Yeah.
tonight.
very, very close. Well, 25th February and then the 18th of March is his birthday. So it's like all.
Oh, I've got
Yeah.
goosebumps.
I've
So
got
have you,
goosebumps.
Yeah,
I'm
that's so
vibrating.
lovely, Sam.
Goosebumps.
so have you got a
Really
sign?
lovely.
Have you got a sign that you know with him then?
Yeah. Many little things like happen. And I actually said to Samantha, the other Samantha earlier on, that I've not been feeling right at the minute. And I think it's because I'm due on ovulation, but it possibly actually is that. Maybe
Yes.
my energy is feeling a bit off because I know that it's kind of
Definitely.
almost
I've just given me goose pimples when you just said that. So I think, Sam, that's probably what it is.
Yeah.
You know.
It's definitely when you get that goosebumps, that's confirmation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
because I wasn't actually going to come on tonight, and then she
Oh.
kind of almost persuaded me to a bit, and I was like, she was like,
I
yeah,
felt
you
like
kind
you
of, you
needed
might
it.
need it, and I probably did.
Yeah.
Good on
So,
Yeah, I'm
Samantha.
glad you did.
Oh.
yeah,
Glad-
thank you.
Well, thanks very
Thank
much for
you.
joining us. It's been great
Thank
having you
you.
with us. And then finally, Lisa. So you've got the cup of replenishment. So have you been a bit poorly, Lisa, lately? This normally comes in when you're recovered from an illness, but you just need that extra bit of replenishment to get you 100%. So don't know if you've been poorly, if not medically poorly, maybe mentally a bit low, but they're coming in with this gorgeous cup of gold. Gold is the colour that healers use to help you recover to 100%. And Metatron's here because you've got the infinity symbol, that's his symbol. So Metatron's offering out this cup of gold for you to drink from. So hopefully the meditation gave you some restoration as well. And if you can either wear gold, you can't speak, but you're on chat. No worries, Lisa. I would encourage you to wear gold if you can this week, or if you have a gold crystal or a gold looking crystal. I've only got my pyrite with me. I would encourage you to wear that, or if you've got a gold coin. How do I see the chat? Here we are. Oh, your mic's not working. I was going to ask, are you that ill that you've lost your voice? A gold coin would be great to place on an altar as well, or wear gold, like a gold scarf. I think it will help replenish you and get you back to 100%.
I've actually got a gold necklace on,
Oh, lovely.
a gold colour.
Oh, yeah.
Got gold on the ridge as well.
Very nice. So Lisa says she's been wearing a gold necklace. Brilliant.
Good.
Okay, well, I hope those messages helped, and just need to show you a final couple of slides before we close. So let me share my screen again. Share screen. There we go. Share. And then we go present. Present. Our next webinar. So have you heard of lithomancy? I think that's how you pronounce it. You can actually, you know how you do readings with tarot cards, oracle cards? You can actually use crystals and stones
Oh,
to do readings.
That
Now,
sounds interesting.
is that like
listen.
runes? Like runes?
Yeah, you just throw them.
Oh, I don't know how to use them either.
Either on
I'd like to
a
learn.
chart, like the one you can see in the picture, or I had a lithomancy reading from a guy called Simon, and he didn't just have crystals, he had all sorts of trinkets in with the crystals, and he'd just put his hand in a bag and then let them all drop, and it like there was a nail in it, and he read how they all fell, and I was fascinated. And then Sharon's done a course in it, so it's obviously only an hour and a half. We're not going to teach you the whole in and outs of lithomancy, but we are going to teach you how to do a basic reading, so at the end of it you could do a reading for yourself or for a friend. So that's what we're going to teach you about. Really excited about that. Again, you can just buy that one for £11, or you can sign up to have £11 taken out of your account each month, and then you automatically get sent the webinar details, or you can pay for the whole year £88 and you get one webinar for free. That'll all be in the email that's coming out to you. These are the topics for the rest of the year. So this is what we're going to be covering for the rest of the year. So if those topics stand out to you, make sure you join us. Oh yeah, there's some books that I recommend if you want to read more on sacred geometry. Absolutely brilliant these books are. If you want to have a go at actually drawing the shapes, that book at the bottom, Creative Drawing Symbols and Sacred Geometry, is great. So if you want to get creative and get you know, you could even
spiralized set.
Yeah, spirograph, yeah.
Digraph. So I keep calling it spiralized. I've got food on the brain all the time.
All right. And Beyond the Flower of Life is absolutely brilliant as well. It doesn't just cover the flower of life, it covers Metatron's tube. Created a new shape there. This PowerPoint will be in your Paperbell portal. So for those of you that are new, you signed up with Paperbell, and then the recording of this and the PDF that you get with this, make sure you download the PDF and use it, because it talks about each shape and the chakra and the element that it's related to and how you can use it. That will all be in your Paperbell portal. So you log into your portal, you go to the content section and everything's there. And then if you sign up to further webinars, they'll all be there in one place, but you'll get an email after this telling you all that, along with the link to the Etsy shop for Sharon's crystal set if you wanted to buy that. And let me just check the chat. Lisa loves the PDFs. Good. I'm glad you do. I love creating them. And I think that's everything. Has anybody got any questions? Sharon, have you got anything else to say before we close?
Just quickly, with the lithomancy next month, it's you can, I'll do something on my Instagram, or I'll try and send an email out, so you don't have to go out and buy crystals for it. You can like bring, I would say, about 10 small crystals, just I'll do a little guide on the types of crystals to pick, but I'm just assuming everyone here already has lots of crystals. So we'll send out an email with just some guidance on what to bring for that one.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Do we need to draw a chart to drop the crystals on, or do you just use it where you drop them on a surface?
I don't know. I'm a bit funny. I don't want to drop my crystals.
Oh no, I was thinking the
Yeah, that's a
same.
good point, actually.
I've got like, I don't know if I'll be able to.
You could just put like a cloth down or something.
Oh yeah,
or-
and scatter
Yeah.
them.
yeah.
I've got this like little it's a jewelry box. So I've got crystals in there. So what I do is like when I connect with the person, I close my eyes and I just go and pick one.
Oh, and then you just hold it and read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I would just read that crystal, or you can just have them in a pouch or in a bag, and then I would just pull one out. Because the way I learned it, I didn't drop them, and I think when you're doing it that way, it's also where they land. It's also
Ah.
the way I learned it was just like kind of picking them out, which is just it's a more basic way of doing it.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Simon must have just learned a different way of doing it. But...
Can I ask a quick question?
Sure.
I had a smoky quartz crystal that I bought a long time when I was 15, 16. And I recently gave it to my daughter for you know, for helping her with sort of nightmares and sleeping and that sort of stuff. And she's lost it in her bedroom and we can't find it anywhere. Do you think that maybe she didn't actually need it and it's just disappeared for a little while?
Yeah, I would say
someone needs it, because I found that with some of my crystals that I've lost them for a while and then they come back to me when I actually need them.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely as well. And I think that you know, the smoky quartz has given her what she needed, and it might be a sign that she needs something else.
Okay. Yeah.
That's what I'm
possibly.
feeling.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, that could be right actually. But she's been okay, but it was mainly the sort of, I remember a long time ago I was told smoky quartz will help you with your nightmares and sort of help you to sleep and feel like almost,
I think,
you know,
yeah.
settled. And then so when I didn't know whether because I cleansed it before I gave it to her in distilled water, but I don't know whether she put her energies onto it and it's not had enough of her energy onto it that it's disappeared, or do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think like all dark colored crystals are amazing. They're all very good at helping you sleep and relax and to keep you protected while you're sleeping as well, because I've done Reiki for someone in the past where she was having a lot of nightmares and there was actually like spirit coming into her room, into her space, and she was aware of it. And for her, I think she like kept black tourmaline and black kyanite is very, very good. Is really powerful, and they're a little bit more mellow than smoky quartz, because smoky quartz is a very like high vibrational crystal, whereas like even black obsidian, they're very protective, but they're a little bit more of a calming energy as well.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay, so we'll just close the circle down and then we'll all be off. So just closing your eyes or bringing your gaze down. And I want to think about how you feel now compared to the beginning of the webinar. I think a few of you are feeling a lot better, which is brilliant. And the purpose of the webinar was to see how sacred geometry can enhance the power of crystals. And thanking all four archangels that have guarded our space as we've done this work and kept us safe. Thanking those four archangels and feeling them energetically step back now. And then those silver threads that linked all of our heart chakras together, Just seeing those gently dissolve and bringing our own energy back to our center, but knowing that we are all permanently connected. And that is for everybody who's on live and everybody who watches this on record. And then just gently closing this webinar down until the next time. And thanking you all for joining us and supporting me and Sharon. We're very grateful.
Thank you.
And we
Thank
shall let you all
you.
go. Thanks for your input and see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you.